welcome to Without a Voice, episode 3, I believe. And you know what? There's no point of me explaining why I didn't upload for almost 2 weeks. We're about to be 3 weeks because I don't think I'm gonna upload this in time. If you haven't watched the first 2 parts, you should go watch it. And yeah, we're just gonna get started, and hopefully you enjoy this. If not, well, I'm sorry, I guess. And I believe we're about to start day 5, as you're about to see. And sorry if I have some bad reading, which is like I'm really bad at reading. Just I'm almost illiterate, but in my head I'm perfect. Cause anything is perfect in your head. But anyway, let's get this started. When a cold, cruel destiny has thee within her grasp, those may endeavour bravely dare to change their path. But fate cares not which twisted road you choose to take. You dance upon her palms with the airy choice you make. What the fuck? Now! I'm so fucking glad I saved it. Holy shit, that scared me, bro. I didn't realize it started me from the beginning. Shit. Alright, let's start this over again. Alright. The strings of love are often unseen, though wrapped around you they may be. When tied fast, none can come between, nor challenge the humble fate's declare. I can't say that word. The fuck? Fate declare. I'm gonna say declare. Day 5. Oh, how beautiful is today? Indeed. Eleanor has surprised Catalina early this morning, arriving at her front door without warning. I thought Eleanor didn't even knock a silly creature. I fucking hate myself. I thought Eleanor didn't even knock silly creatures. I wonder if she would have left if I hadn't seen her and opened the door. The thought bothered her almost as much as the notice that Eleanor might not yearn for Cassidy company, the way Cassidy did for her. She cares about you, don't worry. I mean, Eleanor cares about, Cassidy, yeah, Cassidy, no, wait, Eleanor cares about Cassidy cares about Eleanor, or she wouldn't come, but there's no way of appreciating, Cassidy can't appreciate Eleanor, because she doesn't know where, she lives, so it's kind of fair that she came to, yeah, whatever. Well, you came to the tree though. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm speaking. After some time spent lingering, both were paralyzed by indecisive, they decided to go on the leisurely nature walk. Leisurely. For the next few hours, they strolled through the forest together, stopping here and there to pick berries and mushrooms. That's the one. That one is poison. Do not touch it. Right. Cassidy drew her hand back in the mortifying alarm. It would not do for your lovely skin to be murdered by poison spores. Cassidy hesitated hazardly. Glanced at the other woman facing, but Eleanor looked as unflappable. I'm gonna start this again, okay? Cassidy hesitated a glance at the other women facing, but Eleanor looked as unflappable as ever. I don't know what the fuck that word is. Poison. Are you sure? How do you know so much? You know so much about the flora and the Florence and the Florence here. However did you learn it all? I have lived here many years. In that time, I have witnessed many interesting things. I have learnt much, letting the people who pass through educate me. However, it's been a solitary life. I've seen much but experienced little. Eleanor, I have long felt like someone on the outside looking in on the world I could never touch. There was a melancholy in Eleanor, content that Cassidy has not yet seen, nor ever even thought of the woman capable of. The Eleanor she knew was decisive, taking such chances of emotion that none ever shown. You know what? I'm seeing new words that I've never seen before. It's just weird. I don't know. It's not weird per se. It's just. Well, then again, it is meant to be based around olden times, so it makes sense. It's a smart idea. Just stupid for people like me. Well, no, it's not stupid because it's just whatever. I have not known her long. Of course, perhaps that was merely how she composed herself around those a little acquaintance. What made you decide to reach out to me? Reach out? I keep on forgetting Eleanor's voice. I know, I just want to make it sophisticated. Reach out. This is. She thought back to their first meeting, the way her own heart had leaped at the sight of Eleanor. And Eleanor had, knowing all about her, had approached, been watching her for some time. You didn't have to be sitting under the trees that day. You could have continued watching me from afar. But you found me. You spoke to me. And I'm so glad she did. But I fear she might call me silly if I say such a thing. I thought you delectable beauty. Imagine she was a cannibal and just wanted to eat her. So she got close to them, gets closer and then eats them. That would be funny, sad but funny. That matters of fact or way the Eleanor said I forgot. I'm not trying to do. I didn't do the narrator's voice. The matter of the fact, the way that Eleanor said that struck Cassidy. She was flattered, of course, yet part of was also worried. Beauty was not something lasting. It would be a shaken foundation for any relationship. That's why you get to know people more. If it had been a coursing compliment to her beauty, Cassidy might have taken it better. Some words I have seen before, I just can't fucking read it for some reason. But this was Eleanor, a woman of whom she was becoming incredibly incurably, increasingly fond of. Increasingly fond. Therefore, the past tense. Therefore, the past tense is it not? What do you think of me now? I still think your exquisite beauty, but draining and delighting you are not. You are far from being poisoned princess I took you for. Cassidy whined and her mouth foamed a little. Pointed as she turned her eyes to the ground. As I thought, it is to be expected someone as so graceful as Eleanor would of course find me lacking. You are not what I expect, but I believe that might be for the better. Slowly, Cassidy tilted her face up, her eyes glowing larger with disbelief. For the better? You are always exceeding my expectation. I wonder if the other people I allowed to come and go would have as well. I had let them so near. Well. It might be selfish of me, but I'm truly happy you let the other go. I'm glad that I'm the only person you allowed close. I'm sorry that makes me sound so ugly. No uglier than I. Wait, did her clothes just randomly rip? Suddenly Cassidy's eyes, Eleanor looked so very haggard. She appeared though the polished veneer and saw a woman who was tired and hungry. Are you alright? In a blink, Eleanor appeared to be the same as always. I'm fine. Even so, Cassidy could not shake the feeling that something was off. Are you quite sure? You seem tired. Eleanor was silent for a little while. Yes. Perhaps I am tired. Forgive me, I'm not used to the midday sun. I don't know why I said that. It occurs to Cassidy then that she had never seen Eleanor in the morning before. Oh shit. Really? Because I thought you saw in whatever. Could she be something of a night owl? I hadn't supposed it. She was a night owl, she'd be asleep. But we'll pretend she is. Alright. And here I invite her to walk with me underneath the full blaze of the sun. How thoughtless of I am. You didn't know to begin with, so why are you complaining? Eleanor. Yes. Why don't you stay with me at my cottage tonight? What? Well, I am worried about you, and it cannot be easy being a woman and living alone. She knew this best of all. I would be much more at ease if you would come with me tonight. Let us break a bread together and while away the night in comfort. She was not expecting Eleanor to accept, not Eleanor who had reacted so strongly to an invitation merely a few days ago. And yet, alright. Really? Would it be better if I returned to my home? No, I just wanted to worry that you would not accept. I realize that it is not a very dignity. What the fuck is very dignity to be so full. At this, Eleanor finally smiled. Cassidy's heart felt a sink to a chord at the sight doing backflips. Cassidy's heart felt akin to acrobatics at the sight of doing backflips and pirouetting in joy. I don't know whether, like, I know most of the words is just me, but sometimes I'm like, something's off about this. I don't know whether it's just me or it's just whatever. It would be an honor to accompany you. It may do us both some good. As ever, Cassidy was too excited to hear the latter. Looking forward to a night with her new favorite person, she had already changed her course and started along the path home. Hey, I'm happy. Cassidy closed the front door behind them and went to the kitchen to put away the plants they gathered. Is there anything I can help you with? Leave it to me, just have a seat and rest. You really do look tired. Alright. While she put her affairs in order, the kitchen, Cassidy could not help but think back to the things Eleanor had said. She said that she liked me the way that I am. That's so kind. She felt a deep sense of warmth and satisfaction that like of which she had not felt in a long time. Fucking hell, I really hate myself. I can't fucking read for shit. Cassidy returned to the living room and a short while later 2 cups of tea in her hands. Oh. She found Eleanor asleep, slumbered on the divan. Poor thing, she must have been exhausted. There was a loose strand of hair for Eleanor, front of Eleanor, her face. Cassidy reached down to trickle behind her ear. She looks so innocent when she's asleep. Chuckling to herself, Cassidy let Eleanor rest and passed some quiet time reading by the other woman's side. Night soon falls, and the pair I've never seen this word. The night soon falls, and the pair spud together. I don't know what the fuck that. Eleanor did not eat very much. No wonder she's so thin. Oh wait, that was her voice. Shit. Eleanor, unaware of being observed so directly, delightedly sipped a glass of water. Delicately slipped. Are you full? I am satisfied. You've eaten so little. I am worried for your health. I've eaten enough. I do not like doing anything in excess. I see. Her tone left no room for an argument. After dinner, Cassidy cleared the plate and things away and began to get the room ready for sleep. The cottage was not large. Her parlor had to double as her bedroom out of necessity. It was all well and good for a single person, but now another had been added. Cassidy became actually aware of the lack of space. There's only one bed. There's only one bed. Ah, I do not mind sleeping on the dining. I already did earlier. Once again, I'm sorry that I did not wake you up. You just look so at peace. I could not bear to wake you up. I'm embarrassed to have allowed you to see me in such a state. Oh, I only fear. No, it is nothing. I will gladly sleep on the dive or the ground. I'm not too choosy. Oh, that won't do at all. You are the guest. Cassidy glumped, and truth be told, she had one other, much more preferable argument in mind. They sleep together. We could share the bed. There is a room enough for two. I noticed you did not offer to sleep on the dive. Struck by her own lack of generosity, Cassidy bit her lips and cowered into silence. I'm only teasing you. I'm only teasing you. If you do not mind being so snug, I will be happy to share the space with you. Oh, nothing would be pleasing me more than to be close to you. I mean, yes, wonderful. I shall fetch another pillow then. She fell out of the room and retrieved a spare pillow from the case, face buried with embarrassment. Wait, there's a button. I know there's a button where I could just wait there. Wait, you know what? Wait there. I just need to check something. No, how do you? Oh, there you go. You click return. But how do you not? Is it a 5? Sorry about that. I kind of fucked up. Do you have enough space? You're not too cramped. I am fine. I am fine. Truth be told, I did not mind the proximity. There was a far away look in Eleanor's eyes. I'd been alone for so long until you came. How did you come to live here in the forest? Where is your family? Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna point that out. Perhaps it is not that she does not wish to tell me, but that she cannot. She may have some circumstance that prevents her from speaking on the subject. Was it imperative of me to bring her up? I'm sorry, is it difficult for you to tell me? It is a trying subject. I'm not quite sure where to begin. She took a deep breath. I've lived here all my life. Once I was not alone, but Eleanor paused and sighed. You remember the whistling tree? Of course, that is my favorite place in the entire forest. Have you noticed that there are no other whistling trees around here? Now that you mention it. She never had thought about it, but as Cassidy searched her memories, she realized that Eleanor was correct. You are right. I wonder why that is. There is an even older whistling tree deep in the forest, but now those are the only two left. They are so far from each other. So it is with me. Cassidy found her choice of word puzzling, but noble. But nodded. Sorry, but nodded. Once I had a sibling. They have long since departed, so I do not really have a family here anymore. Other have come and gone, as I said, but I could not relate to them. I watched them from afar without entering their lives, and did not mourn them when they left mine. And so the years went by. Cassidy snuggled just a little bit closer to the other woman, as if to show meaning through action where words might fail. And so they passed the night together in a pleasant company and warm conversation. Okay, this is day 6. I'm gonna read day 6, and then I'm gonna end on day 7. When the sunshine blazed down, as soon begin to wish for rain, but when you have gone away, my dear, as soon long for the sun again. Day 6. The story is actually quite interesting so far. I actually enjoy it a lot, quite a lot. It's a great story. And I like how the character development is going through the stages, I guess, of acceptance and stuff like that, and allowing people to get closer to you, which is pretty cool. I like that aspect. And this is going to be a long video, by the way. I'm obviously going to cut out a lot of parts because, well, this is a long video, so my bad. But yeah. Cassidy awoke along with a cold space behind her. Again, she's gone in the morning. What could she be doing so early? It is highly suspect. She could no longer ignore the growing feeling of her dread. Perhaps she would ask Eleanor upon the next meeting. Fuck, I didn't realize. I keep on forgetting to switch voices between the narrator and the actual main characters. Still, what a wonderful night that was. Each precious memory had been carved into Cassidy's heart. She yawned and slowly pulled herself out of bed. With or without Eleanor, she would have to get on with her day. Cassidy hummed a little tune to herself as she cleaned up and perhaps prepared breakfast. Sitting down at the table with her bread and morning tea, she glanced at her stationery set left by the vase. A lot has happened. Perhaps I should write Alexander a letter. Yes, you should. He's your brother. To be honest with you, that is important to do. It is important that my brother knows what's going on in my life. Yeah, sort of. He doesn't need to know everything. So, I mean, hopefully you give me the choice to tell you what to say and what not to, because I don't want you to be No. After finishing her breakfast, she set herself to task of writing to Alexander as usual. Yet her heart was not all in it. Her handwriting was sloppy. Through all, always lonesome before. The former princess life now felt so much emptier without Eleanor present. Therefore, she could not be accustomed to such solitude. She could barely consent on her usual chorus. Fuck, I can't believe I forgot the narrator again. God damn it. Anyway, they think that a few days could change a person's soul. In a loon in her activity, Cassidy went to the window. Deep into the forest, her beloved whistling tree stood. She could see it so clearly in her mind eye. Eleanor is like that tree. I wonder if she's there. Eleanor is like that tree. Eleanor is very much like that tree. She said as much herself. So beautiful and haunting and alone. The other woman words from the night. The other woman's words from the night before weighted heavily on Cassidy. She passed the rest of the day peacefully, but with a sense of uneasiness. The next day came, and still Cassidy was left with nothing but her own thoughts, and thinking of Eleanor perturbed Cassidy greatly. Perturbed Cassidy greatly in the last 7 days. The woman had embedded herself into Cassidy's life like a thorn. I've never expected to be close to another person again. She thought about Eleanor and the things the other woman had said, the hours spent together that were so few, but few, and importance felt an impossible eternity. I should reread that. She thought about Eleanor and the things the other women had said. The hours spent together though were so few, but few, an impossible eternity. I don't know why I keep on going to the left and right. I shouldn't do that really, because sometimes it sounds like I'm mainly coming from the left, which is bad. But yeah, I never did ask her. Wait, I never did ask her about her feet. Why are her toes always curled? 'Cause she's nervous. Despite how she looks, she must be much older than me. She had a proper way of speaking and always says she lived in the forest a long time. She could be a princess like you, but Mom got kicked out as a baby, so she doesn't know. She thinks she lives there for the whole of her life. And with the interactions of her clothing and her manner, something did not quite add up. Eleanor did not seem to like people much. Certainly did not seem her presence in the woods, despite how long it has been, who was knowing too many. Alexander must probably would not have sent me here if it was known that a beautiful woman was living alone in this very woods. Where did Eleanor come from? Why was she alone? She said she still had no satisfaction answer. Thinking it's all over. Eleanor's strange. Eleanor's over. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what unearthing means. I know what strange means, but does unearthing mean like basically uneasy? Because she's easy, not easy, but like I'd say strange. Strange is a better way. Unearthing, unearthly, an unnatural or mysterious aspect in a disturbing way. She's not disturbing, she's strange but not disturbing. She's rather strange. Then again, there is nothing normal about my situation either. This only means that I have more things to discover about her in the future, which you should be happy about, in my opinion. The more you know, the better. Well, in some cases, yeah. The less you know, in some cases, depending on the topic. I don't know why I'm talking about like it's a secret. Well, yeah, I mean, it is technically. Cassidy shook her head. Even if Eleanor was a tad strange. Cassidy knew that there was more to her than that. Wasn't there? She couldn't be blunt, perhaps, but I believe she means well. So do I. Remember the last several days. Why would I call her monstrous? You know what? I'ma just do a dot. Perhaps. Presently there was a knocking at the door. Startled Cassidy out of her deep thought. It was a short knock, a sign from a letter, not accompanied by box. A letter so soon after the last? I did send him a letter yesterday, but it is not possible for him to have read it and replied already. Right? The letter brought another thought to Cassidy. If I leave here, if one day Alexander allows me to leave, what else awaits me? It is a politics marriage, It is a politics marriage, truly my own means of escape. If it can be useful to the kingdom in any way, is that better? Will my life no longer be considered a waste? How long must I stay here? I will truly trust in you and wait. I'll trust in you and wait. She knew the truth, perhaps, yet she was afraid to accept it. Without her love for her brother, her loyalty to her kingdom, she was nothing. Alexander, I trust that you will do what's best for me and for Vermorn. I will await your decision. Then open the fucking door. She could not think of Eleanor, however, without feeling twined of guilt. She let out a long sigh. Alongside her thoughts had taken her on a not so merry chase. If I dwell on those thoughts, there will be no end to them. Honestly, I don't want to leave Eleanor alone, so I'd probably just stay, because she's alone, and if I leave, she's gonna become more alone, and I betrayed her trust, which makes it 10 times worse. And then I'd feel guilty, and you know what? Yeah, I'm just rambling. You know what? I kind of miss doing this. What the fuck? No, return. I do miss doing this. She brewed herself a cup of tea and calmed her nerves and began reading a new book. What about the person who knocked at your door? From time to time, her eyes went somewhat nervously to the window. And so evening falls. Cassidy was sitting at the divan, a warm cup of tea in her hand as she reread Alexander's letter. Did I seriously just do that again? His letter always gave her some confidence. Oh. The ex-princess presents a recalling that an agent had delivered another letter to her earlier. I was so lost in my thought that I completely forgot. How silly of me. Cassidy froze. Could it be? She looked up to see who had addressed her. She knew that voice, but she knew not this monster before her. Eleanor? If the monster noticed her trepidation is said nothing to address it. There is a large army approaching. They are very near here. An army? Cassidy gulped, shaking of her nerves. There must have been training exercise or a war in the neighboring country. They were your color. Did your brother mention nothing in his letter? No, nothing. But there is nothing to fear if they are wearing my kingdom's color, as you say. Surely they are here to aid me. fully armed? Yes. My brother loves me, you see. Cassidy, distressed at seeing Eleanor like this, colored her voice with an added flavor. A monster, that's what it is. That the Eleanor I thought I knew was an illusion. You will not come with me. You will not come with me. It was a question, perhaps an absolute. Eleanor. Alright, knew. Absolutely. Eleanor already knew the answer. The answer. Why was the game lagging? I don't know. Why was the game lagging? Anyway, it was a question, perhaps as an absolute. Eleanor already knew the answer. I have no reason to. I have everything I need right here. And then she heard it. An awful sound of steel boots trampling the flowers in the forest. She, who had been pressured from any number of military training exercise, could not mistake the sound of army marching. But even Cassidy could not have predicted who would be leading them. The first emotion she felt was pure joy. She was happy to see her brother once more. I thought that we could never meet again, but here he is. Surely he has come to save me from this monster. You are continuously surprising me, sister. Sent into exile, and yet you have received reports of the most alarming nature. Were you not ordered to speak to no one? That to present here was to be kept a secret. That your presence here was to be kept a secret. No, you are mistaken. I believe not. I trusted you once. You could have told me anything. I would have believed. But you have chose to repay my love with dishonor time and time again. You are the danger to our kingdom, an exploitable weakness. Worse, you are a sinner of a highest order. Alexander, tempt me not into sin. I am deaf to your honesty, words, whatever. As your brother, as the one who entered this world with you, it falls to me to remove you from it. This is the last act of my love. No. Eleanor reacted fastly. With a superhuman speed, she rushed in front of Cassidy and shielded her from her brother's sword. But despite his delicate look, Alexander was skilled with the blade. All the Eleanor attempt earned her was the privilege of being implied at the same time as the former prince. The sword pierced through them both. At her considered fate, Cassidy watched Eleanor's body dissolve into dust and wither partel, whistling petal. So you tempt even the forest spirit with your cellular ways. But you, such a demon, do not have souls. She cannot follow you. Worry not, dear sister. One day I will join you, and we shall never be apart again. I don't want to be near you, you piece of shit. What do you mean? She could not tell. She could not tell if what she felt was despair or I can't say the word ecstatic. They say that love is blind, yet clear. I saw you. You said that you loved me, but that was never true. So it would seem, my dear, that blind love is deaf too. Too late into your army. Too late into your arms. And I'm sorry, what did I do wrong? Did the letter set this off? I'm actually confused now. So you're telling me one of the endings is where Eleanor dies and my brother kills me? What the fuck? That's stupid. Alright, well, not stupid, but it's not the best ending. I'm only gonna do the other endings, and this time I won't send the letter off. I'll do everything the same. So yeah, I'll come back to you guys for that with that video, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. And I'm sorry for not uploading as often. I probably will do the same thing for my other videos. I don't really have anything planned, and nor do I have nothing special to come, to be honest with you. So hopefully you enjoy this video, and honestly I hope you enjoy this like little gameplay. If you want you can play the game yourself. Well, I should have told you. I think I told you this in the first chapter, but please play the game yourself first and see what outcomes you came up with, and then if you want you can watch mine. If not, if you don't like watching something you've already played, it's fine, but I could have got a different ending to you. If you got the same one as me, well, sorry about that, I guess. Anyway, hopefully you have a great day, guys and girls, and split tam. I don't know why I said that, but anyway, have a great day, and peace.